press record.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
What's going on, y'all? This is Views from the Dungeon. This is your DM, Aaron Raphael Amin. And after everything is said and done, we are up and moving. For those of you who are on the stream and watching us, we'll probably talk about this later. But we all play D&D. We all use dice. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer physical dice. So if you go to dicelegion.com, we have a code for you guys that'll get you 10% off. And I swear, like every week, these guys are getting new stuff. So if you go to dicelegion.com and do VFTD pod, that's Views from the Dungeon pod, you'll get 10% off. So treat yourself, treat your friends. The holidays are coming up, so it's a good time. And keep an eye out because, again, they're getting good stuff all the time. So you see the homies over here, you see the homies in LA, and we're just going to go ahead and get started with a quick recap from yours truly. Last time, under the Dreamer's Flame, our party, our misfits, our adventurers, our mercenaries, our tavern owners, newly become, actually had their first grand opening, and in preparation had set up a couple of meetings with a few VIPs who did show up at said grand opening. They made a couple of deals and found out about a couple of dealings where people are trying to get some eyes behind the throne or the royal family. A familiar visage by the name of Spike stalked the grand opening, begrudgingly, letting our party know that they were also sort of tethered to Oblivion's march, and that they volunteered to be the one to garnish their wages. So that way there would be less bad blood, as if you could get that any lower. After some talks and deliberation, our party decided that on behalf of King Iltar, they would survey the cavern inside of the Moor's mine. They decided to bring Uwasa with them, and as they traveled, they found that what looked like an acid-carved cave soon turned into ancient, somewhat man-made tunnels, and there they ran into Mayor Garrison Moor, who was no longer Mayor Garrison Moor, but replaced with some sort of amorphous creature that would haunt them, swimming its way through the walls and appearing seemingly out of nowhere, casting all sorts of lights that would hypnotize our party, but of course they prevailed, almost losing Uwasa in the process. After trudging through these tunnels further and further along, they finally found an escape. Outside, there was a large hole in the ceiling of this cavern, and along the way, Ersid spotted a campfire with a few kobolds surrounding it and a lizard folk sort of leading them. Upon his return, Kane and Ersid slipped through the shadows trying to find a way around said camp, while a myriad of kobolds ambushed the rest of our party, Uwasa and Narissa. They stand in front of you, spears held aloft, glaring their yellow eyes glowing under the green light of the Dreamer's Moon as night sets upon you. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck
Jesus
no.
Christ, I don't have time for this.
I waited all this time just to get ass fucked in the first 10 minutes.
Well, hold on, we don't have to. Maybe we can talk him down. I'm gonna tell him to go away.
We better talk him down.
Yeah.
Are you guys weak still?
Fuck yeah.
Bro.
We didn't rest.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll take him.
Okay, thank you.
You've got him, we'll go.
So, we have Narissa and Uwasa stepping out of this cavern. About 20 feet behind you is the drop off into the tunnels. Surrounding it is sort of like a crescent of cliffs reaching about 30 feet into the air. Not super high, but definitely a fortified position. In front of you, 5 feet each, are the 2 kobolds on each side. 4 total. 2 have spears, the others are in the back. They seem to have shells or some sort of defensive carapace. To the east of you, behind the east side of the crescent would be Ersid and Kane. You guys watch from the shadows as you see the rest of your party accosted. What are your numbers?
23.
10.
21.
Okay. Understood. You hear the voices of the kobolds.
Speak. Where thou hail from?
In Draconic, I'll say, doesn't really matter much. I don't have time for this and my head hurts. I have not affronted Eigenir in any way. May my friend and I please pass.
Pass where?
Which direction is the Moor in?
North towards the camp.
North. We don't wish you any harm.
Harm us. That is not a worry. You travel our tunnels.
Because they're faster than walking around.
The one behind them.
Why? Why do you wish to venture into the moor?
I was told by Black Soul Pawn that I would find more like me there.
And what is it you intend to uncover by meeting more of your kin?
To find out who I really am.
Roll persuasion.
Really good. Another 10? Bro, it's because I fucking said that I've never rolled mid ever. I was like, it's either like, it's either like above 15 or like really, really low. I'm gonna roll all 10s. I shouldn't have talked about that. 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then allow us to escort you.
All the way to the moor.
Indeed. Kin of Sengali.
We can hear them, Erset and I.
I'd say it wouldn't be hard for you to hear them, no.
Okay, so we're like hidden, right?
Yes, due to your past stealth rolls, you are hidden from these creatures.
And there's 4 of them.
Yes.
Mate, what do you think?
I'd rather not scuffle. I'm rather hurt.
What are
Coughs
you
up
at?
blood. I'm at 10.
Yeah, you are pretty fucking hurt. There's really no need to worry yourself over it.
Our more. Our worry.
Yours.
Yes.
And
They all sort of hiss at you.
What?
And one of them with the spear kind of retracts it and starts using it more like a walking stick as they start heading towards the fire. The other with the spear looks at you too.
Come. We eat.
I just pat Uwasa. I'm like, this is what we're doing right now.
yeah, maybe we stay hidden and we keep a distance and we follow them.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it just seems like it would be a waste if we just revealed ourselves.
No,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna hold on to these initiative rolls in case they matter.
Change their minds.
As you walked, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I said they were 100 feet away from the hole.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So you make your way over, and they sort of surround you, to and front, to and back. They don't seem nearly as hostile as they did. You're looking at Huasa, and she's looking around. She keeps looking at you. Her eyes are as big as the moon when it's full. She has no idea what's going on. You can kind of hear her teeth chattering from her nerves.
Just like give her the thumbs up, like I've got it handled.
And you get to the camp, which has a few lean-tos set up, a fire burning, and sort of tending to the fire is a lizard folk. Their scales are sort of like a ruddy brown, almost bronzes, with all kinds of dark black stripes and details flowing through them. Lots of circles, and you see that some of them start to form into skull motifs, or that of like moaning faces, as if ethereal beings are being pushed out of this brown skin into these black details. And sitting on their face seems to be a skull of another lizard folk, much larger than the one that it sits upon, as piercing blue eyes peer out from beneath the eye sockets.
Hell, what have we here? One says they want to come to our Moor to meet their kin.
And they point at you with one of the spears. And the lizard folk stands up, and he's roughly 6'3", you would say. Their body is extremely lanky, their arms much longer than they should be, a very lithe figure as their tail sort of sifts curiously across the ground, kicking up dust. And they sort of cock their head at you.
Is that so?
Yes.
And remind me, are you all garbed up, or are you free balling right now? All you on teed out, like
I think like what she's got on is like, you know, the armor, it's got the big headdress, but it doesn't really cover her face. Probably because they're traveling to Weisgard, she would find some sort of like cloak that maybe kind of covers it, like
Are you covered
this.
right now?
She'd probably no, I think she'd probably keep the head,
Okay.
like the face piece off until she would need to put it on.
Another follower of Singali. Is that correct?
Is that what you're calling them?
That is what he calls himself. Sankali, the ruler of Jolt.
I must admit, it has been a while since I've been to Jolt. And where I'm from, they hid the truth from us. I only know of the sleeping god Mershulk. I wish to learn more about what the others see.
I'll call for persuasion. I don't think there's really any lies there outside of said truth, maybe.
6.
Oh boy.
They cock their head the other way, and you kind of... What's your passive insight?
10, I think.
cock their head the other way. And you're staring at these piercing blue eyes. Well, we can take you there. The Deadwood, as they turn their head behind them, and you see these sprawling, gnarly, dead trees off in the distance, sort of like a silhouette of shadowy hands clasping up to the sky. It is not safe. We leave in the morning.
Okay.
And they sort of they gesture their arms sweeping across their small camp space. Have much, we do not. You will have to sleep. They point up under the stars.
Nothing I'm not used to.
Sharing our food, that is not what we will be doing.
I brought my own.
And they sit back down, cross-legged, tending the fire, all the while keeping their eyes on you and Uwasa, never blinking.
Cool.
The rest of the kobolds kind of like scamper around. Some of them you see running on all fours. Some of them you see sort of fighting each other in practice. Others are starting to get ready for bed. What is everyone doing?
I'm going to cast a message to Narissa.
Good.
Okay, sounds good. How close did you get? Message, I believe, has a range of 120 feet, so you shouldn't have to move.
Yeah, I'm like on the very border of message.
Okay, sounds good.
So but if we're saying that we stayed back 100 feet, then we didn't hear that whole conversation.
I would assume not.
Okay.
Most of it's probably happening in Draconic, to be fair, and unless you speak it.
I do not.
There you go.
What? Is that the only way that you can speak to them, is with Draconic?
I just feel like it gets me in a better place.
Oh, I get you. Speak the mother tongue. Yes. Okay, sorry. Send your message.
Well, Narissa, what do you want us to do? Do you want to make a plan for escape? You can reply to this message.
I don't know, because if he catches us, we'll have to fight him.
What does he want to do?
He said the Moor is their Moor, and that he's going to take us there. I don't think he believes that I want to actually meet other Yuan-Ti.
No, I'm thinking
What are you thinking?
stealth mission.
To do what?
Well, I've got a couple of ideas.
Okay.
Is this a two-way radio? Is it still on? Like it will be on for...
No, you technically can't hear what Narissa is saying to me, but I am relaying this.
No, I know. I was going to tell you. I know you're talking to Narissa, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's not timed. You can continue
No, I can
to
continue
communicate.
to cast this message forever.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
All right. So I've got a couple of ideas, and you can relay to Narissa. I feel like there's only so many options.
Yeah.
One, we can stay back and let them take her to the moor and just like tail them stealthily.
Yeah.
Or we can go in there tonight under the shadow of darkness and we can do three things. We can try and stealthily kill everybody. There's only like I don't remember, but I did check. What was there, like 6 or 7 of them?
After the ones that have ambushed you, there's 9 total, including the lizard
Okay.
folk.
Okay, that is a bit much. But anyway, here's
Yeah,
the
I think that's a little much for a stealth killing, maybe, but you know.
Or we can just go in there and do like an extraction mission. Where we can just, even if we just have to like kill one of them or something. I mean, preferably like no one, but maybe we can just go and get her out. Or here's another idea. We go in there when everyone's sleeping. I'm sure they'll have somebody who's guarding, who's
Yeah.
keeping watch.
Right.
But we could start a diversion. I could set fire to one of the tents or a couple of the tents at the same time. And then when the camp is going in a frenzy, we can make out. We can get out of there with Narissa.
Yeah. Okay.
Here.
What?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Narissa. Do you want to stay there? Or do you want Ersed and I to, 1, attempt to jailbreak you? Or 2, attempt to kill the camp?
Maybe not the second one. I haven't decided if they're really dangerous. And it kind of sounds to me like if we were to go in this direction, we're going to be meeting with them anyway. My biggest worry is just I don't know at what point they're allowing us to leave.
Right.
So what are you doing right now?
She's gonna be walking around in a circle,
Okay.
like she's
And-
keeping a lookout for something.
Message isn't telepathic. Like you have to speak. No one can hear you but the message, but you do have to speak. Am I correct?
I suppose it's really how you interpret it.
Will you read the,
I will
the
read
spell
it.
to me?
It says, you point your finger towards a creature within range and you whisper a message. The target, and only the target, hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Are you doing anything to, like, cover your mouth moving?
She'll put the scarf kind of like up around her nose.
Roll. Would we call this a dex stealth or a charisma stealth? I want to say a dex stealth since it's literally like the movement.
I've been doing really good, so there's...
You're
You
gonna do
have
really great.
advantage. And since this isn't like your armor, I'm not going to give you disadvantage since you're like not trying to hide.
Okay, that was pretty good. 16?
Good to know.
Well, if you would like to attempt to break out of jail, Irsed and I can do some distractions. I have some spells left. He has a plan to set the camp on fire, and I can, create some illusions. So if you would like, we can do that. Or in the morning, we can follow you guys.
Do you have
Yes.
a preference?
I would prefer that. Well, I guess I didn't hear her say that.
She asked if we had a preference.
Thank you. I would prefer breaking her out. Because here's the thing, if they are going there, it seems like we're going to the same place. But I don't trust these people. I don't think it's good. What happens if we're following them and Narissa is in their custody and then we get where we're going and then it's an even bigger ambush? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what their intentions are. They're nefarious to be assumed. So why don't we, even if we end up meeting them down the road, it will be under our terms and we'll be rested and maybe we could take all 9 of them at the same time. I don't know. It'd be a better chance.
Yeah. Would be a better chance. Airsaid would like to break you out.
But you don't have a preference? Okay, I'll ask Uasa. We'll put it up to a vote.
Here. Kane, if it makes you feel any better, and I stick my finger out, and the tip of my finger starts to glow with like a darkish greenish tint, and I touch Kane on the shoulder, and I do cure wounds.
Nice. Go ahead and roll healing.
Roll healing.
Roll healing, roll health, roll cure wounds.
Let's go. Max 11.
Nice.
That's big. Yeah. I mean, that makes me feel a little more at ease for sure.
As this sort of green mist envelops you, and you see a lot of like the bruises and sort of like almost chemical burns on your body start to peel and are now replaced with fresh skin.
Not the chemical burns.
Great.
It's fighting the nasty thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It definitely wasn't cutting you guys up.
Burning.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I'll get down close to wherever Uasa is sitting and put my like elbows on her shoulders to pretend kind of like I'm leaning on her so I can ask her like, Kanan Airsaid can sneak us out of here. Or we can walk with them.
I'm gonna need you to roll stealth again. Stealth charisma.
Do I get advantage?
Not this time.
Oh no. I'm gonna cry. Oh, okay. 14?
14. Okay, you asked if she could, if you could get snuck out, or if you want to fight.
No, if we want to follow them. Like if we want to go with them.
Go with them.
Uwasa kind of like looks at you, and she does her best to like, she scratches her face, and while she does that, she turns in the direction of the lizard folk, who, as you kind of take her lead, you see is staring at the two of you from across the fire.
Leave me and my girlfriend alone. I don't know. I just like take her hand and I scratch once and then twice.
She scratches once.
Okay, so she would prefer to be broken out.
Yes.
Okay.
I think she's caught on to the two options.
Okay.
Well, anything?
Wait until they go to sleep. See if you can start some kind of distraction, and then maybe we can sneak out.
All right.
Yes! Extraction mission!
Silent one, you hear through the crackling of the fire. Silent one,
Is he talking to Uwasa?
come. And
What?
she kind of looks at you.
Why?
You may come as well. Sit.
Okay.
And they have like a little sack next to them. And they pull out a sort of rough wooden board, almost box. And you can see on top of the box that the wood is dyed into squares like a checkerboard. And they flip open the top, and there's lots of actually very well cut pieces of a game board inside. Some look like dragons, others look like snakes, some resemble like full lizards, but they're small. And they start taking out each piece and setting it up. Roll a history check.
16.
You know that this is dragon chess. It's sort of something that every once in a while you and Isahu would do with just like leaves and sticks to kill time, to sort of keep your tactics and strategy sharp.
I have a game. Which one of you will play?
It's been a long time since I've played this game.
And
Why do you want to?
it helps me think.
That was why I played it. I'll sit down.
And Uwasa kind of sits next to you. And they move their first piece. I'm going to have you just make a straight intelligence check.
I'm very good at that. I'm gonna lose this game, guys. I'm stupid.
You would think that somebody with combat training might be good at a warfare tactical game.
Yeah.
12.
12. You make a couple of moves. Your pawns are getting into position. No one has taken a piece yet.
Fortified.
And they move a couple of pieces around. And as you guys play, they pull Ersid, Ibrahim, what's that move it's a castle, when you move the king with the rook?
Yeah, when you flip them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a castle. Mm-hmm.
So they move that, and you see that their king has switched positions with the rook. And he looks at you with very still eyes, and as far as reptilian pupils go, they're very wide right now, not just because they're soaking up what light is given in the area, but they don't look hostile.
Sometimes the king leaves this fortification. Other times, a new king steps in.
And he holds his hand out, issuing your turn. Go ahead and roll another intelligence check.
13.
And you see that they have left themselves in quite a vulnerable position. And after a couple of moves, you have them in checkmate.
So,
Wow.
are you still worried?
I never won that game against my Ahas. So, thank you. I suppose my worry just stems from everything that has happened so far. You really don't intend to hurt me or my traveling companion.
Your only companion. Here,
And he sort of looks around.
deep in the Badlands, heading towards the Deadwood. The two of you, strong?
If there were more of us, what would it matter?
Roll. Deception.
Oh god. 16.
Good. Pretty good.
If there were more,
And you look at the dragon chest, and you sort of see that he intentionally left all the pieces in, or that are left in a surrounding position upon the piece that you're using to check.
If there were more, you would all have a better chance of survival.
In the moor.
And they look at you very seriously, very knowingly, as if, yes, the more.
What's in the moor?
Your people.
Not a good thing.
And they sort of look around. They get up and they sort of knock awake one of the kobolds. He snarls at him for a little bit, and the kobold takes his place at the fire as this lizard folk starts to walk off into the distance, and he looks back. Coming?
I guess. Is Iwasa coming? Or
As Uwasa gets up, the lizard folk raises his hand.
Silent one. Stay.
It's okay.
And they start to walk back towards the cavern at a slow pace.
The cavern?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Your people, you think, not good?
The ones I knew. I can't say that they treated me all too well.
Red wizards.
He poses a question.
I know of them.
Raskavan?
I've had a run-in or two.
Like your people.
Can't say they treated me much better.
Why someone with so much self-hatred? Are you seeing your people? Why do you want to reach the moon?
I am telling the truth. I do want to see. I'm curious what they are like. I'm sure they're nothing like me. The Moors told us to go there in visions, in dreams, my dreams. Black Soul Pawn of the messengers told me to go there.
And about 50 feet away from the camp, they sort of like squat on the ground and start drawing in the dirt, and a calm breeze blows.
Visions, dreams, the wind. They all speak. And if they speak of the moor, then you must go.
And they stand up and look at you in the eye.
Wine marrow is what I am called.
Wine marrow?
Yes.
Wine marrow. Narissa.
Narissa, we will get you to the moor safely.
And they start to walk back.
And if I have other friends, is it okay if they join us?
So, how many more?
Just two.
Are they willing to die?
As far as I know, they try their hardest not to.
Then, are they willing to shame themselves?
Shame themselves.
And they sort of stop and turn around.
We take many prisoners, especially those who have stumbled upon our more hidden effects.
Am I a prisoner?
You are Scalekin.
I'll ask them.
Discreetly.
As they start to walk back.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I will just like walk behind him, like slowly, and just kind of like make motions to be like, all right, give me the message.
I think you would notice this. You would see Narissa acting strange. So I take that.
Well,
however,
we would have.
Yeah.
We would have been watching them. I mean, especially if they.
Yeah, they got within about 50 feet of the cavern. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
you would have heard them, but you would have been watching them.
Fair. Yeah.
I'll cast message. Marissa, what the fuck did he do to you? Why are you being weird?
No, he didn't do any. I'm trying to get you to cast the spell.
Oh.
He seems fine. Really, I don't think he's trying to hurt me. He seems willing to take us. And if you wanted to show yourselves, you could, but I think upon going into the Moor, you would have to resign yourselves as prisoners.
What the fuck?
I don't know who was in there, but Sen Kali was the name I was given.
And who's fucking Senkali?
The prophet of the UNT or something?
So, okay. Okay. Do you not want us to break you out then?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'll just look at you and said, the breakout mission is off.
What? I mean, what? Why?
I don't know. She seems like she kind of trusts this guy.
What? Because he was flirting with her for 1 second? Come on.
Look, mate, I don't bloody know, but she said that he'll take us to the moor and we could show ourselves, but with a caveat of we have to resign ourselves as prisoners.
When we get there.
She said we could reveal ourselves now.
No, but we have to resign ourselves as prisoners of this dude, of this guy, when we get there.
That is what I'm assuming. Yes, I did not ask for clarification on when we would be prisoners.
And who we would be prisoners of.
Correct. I do not know, but I'm assuming this lizard man.
For what purpose do we have to be prisoners? Just to, like, get in?
I'll cast message. Why do we have to be prisoners?
I think it's because you're not scaly kind.
Well, I have scales.
Well, he might be more partial to you.
It's because you don't have scales.
What if I disguise myself?
That's a good idea.
I've got disguise self. It's something that I've picked up.
And with your research, with your knowledge of this arcane trickery, you understand that the spell only lasts an hour.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're right. I would know that as a character, and I forgot, so I probably wouldn't have even offered that as a suggestion then, so that doesn't work.
I have a disguise kit. We could put some scales on you.
And how long does that last?
Until you take it off or they see through the ruse.
I'm down for a good
Down to clown.
espionage mission. Now this isn't an extraction mission. This is an undercover mission.
Right, right. This is assuming that he doesn't just know that we're half elves with scales on our bodies, but, you know, whatever.
Well, I mean, if
Who's
you do
to
a good
say?
job on the disguise kit, or I mean,
Yeah, you know. Let's just give it a whirl. Either way, we're prisoners or we're not because we have scales. So, you know, lesser of two evils, really.
So you're gonna disguise him?
Yep.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll Dex with proficiency using your disguise kit.
You got it. Here we go, natural 20.
You have dark vision, you're fine.
Scale him up. You guys are just like sitting behind a rock, squatted in the dark.
he's painting me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really bad.
It's because it's dark. Even with the dark vision, you're like, man.
Even with advantage?
I'll use luck.
Why does he have
Oh.
advantage?
Oh no,
Yeah, I
you said
don't have
proficiency,
advantage.
not advantage. My bad.
I was about to give him disadvantage because it's dark. And he has
Okay,
one
pretty-
eye.
It's really not any better.
Oh
Very
my
lucky,
god.
my guy.
And that's 11.
Maybe if
Okay.
you keep a hood up, you know, kind of shroud yourself.
So are you trying to make his scales look like yours or like where are you? This man has a beard,
Yeah.
hair tied back. There's only so much of his face available. A lot of his clothing, if I'm not mistaken, Erison, a lot of your clothing is long.
Yeah, you're pretty covered, right?
Yeah,
You have some gloves?
I don't know. I suppose I'd have no reason that I would have gloves.
I mean, for the bow, they'd probably be fingerless.
You got the
Yeah,
You
I
got,
got
the,
the fi-
2-finger gloves,
Yeah,
the
the
first
two-finger-
and
The
the first
two-finger glove,
3-finger gloves.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you never been anywhere fucking cold before, Mr. Mountain Man?
So it doesn't get cold.
Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and do like how Kane has kind of around his cheekbones.
yeah.
Go for that. And
That's
just
it?
have him cut. Well, fuck, he doesn't have anywhere else exposed.
That's fair.
And I guess I'll like file down his fingernails to make them sharp.
Crack fingernails.
And yeah, maybe try and do a little bit on his hands. But he doesn't have anywhere else exposed, so
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
It's dark. You have one eye, and you kind of there's still some adrenaline going after the everything that's been happening. Your plans are changing quickly. You have to think on your feet, and you kind of put together sort of like not like glue, but you know that stuff that they make like the latex. You can kind of do something like that for the little scales, but they're definitely like in all kinds of different sizes. He looks a little bit like Kanua with the scales that you put on, definitely haphazard, and his nails still have that dust from like filing, like they look like freshly filed nails.
Erison coming out with his acrylics.
There's definitely not much you could do about that piece. But
all right.
all in all, he is different.
You look pretty scaly kind-esque, if I do say so myself.
Why do I feel like this isn't gonna work?
It's
You gotta sell the bit with your personality.
Yeah, mate, it's fine. You know.
Well, what's my backstory now? Maybe we both took that orb and it turned us both into scaly.
Yeah. Well, no. The kobolds.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like the kobolds knew me for having scales, and I feel like that's because I took the orb, and they didn't know you for having the orb. So I don't want that to like blow your cover. You know, these guys are like semi-related to Eigenir, I'm assuming, if they're the same fucking kobolds that we saw before. Maybe you took a different orb, though.
You could say it's from
Or-
Sardior.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
From
have
what?
You have Sardior's orb or little crystal
Oh,
on you.
that's right.
So maybe
That's right.
maybe that. Or you are so
I'm just a Konoha. I'm just a
yeah,
like
you're
a
just
like an
you're
extreme
just
fan.
such an extremist that you have just altered yourself to try and be more scaly because you love their kind so much.
Here's another plan.
Okay.
You go in there, and I stay back.
You're just gonna follow us.
And I'll follow from behind, keeping a watchful eye, as I'm the most stealth person here.
Yeah. True. Is that what you want to do? I mean,
Look, we all know what happens when I open my mouth. I just feel like that my cover's gonna be blown. And you at least are some kind of scaly, so I think it's good to have an ace in the hole, you know. So I'll be the ace in the hole.
all right. If you say so.
And then you can communicate to me if I'm within 120 feet.
120 feet.
Perfect.
So, are you approaching by yourself? Are you approaching now? Are you guys going to spend the night apart? What does the rest of the night look like?
I suppose I'll leave him to be the ace in the hole.
So you're gonna go now.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Narissa, you're walking back, and like as you and Wine Marrow get close, you start to see a lot of like movement at the fire, and Uwasa has convinced a couple of the kobolds to sort of like dance with her as they bounce around the fire, and they throw like meats and sticks and whatever they can in there, trying to get it as big as possible. And like you can hear them like hissing and rattling as Uwasa just bobs up and down. And Wymero steps up and like growls, and they immediately stop, and they both look at Uwasa and sort of like hiss at her and like dash. And Uwasa just looks confused, and she's looking, and Wymero just kind of cocks his head and sits down next to her and starts tending the fire again.
Don't worry. They don't really allow fun. If he's from Cholt, we don't have fun either, so.
And he looks at you two, throws his stick in the fire. You will keep watch for the rest of the night.
I will.
And he looks at Uwaso. You as well. And he gets up, and there's a little bit of a larger lean-to that he slithers into.
Oh, okay. All night.
It's been a good amount of time between all of this.
Before I leave here, said, I think I gave you back the pipes of haunting, right?
You give him the airsid?
Yeah, I think I did. Because he found them, so I wanted to give them back to him. If I didn't, I'll do it now. And I'll say, you know, if something happens and you need something loud to get our attention, blow on those. Because I won't know to just... I guess I'll just cast message to you every so often as well. Just to make
Right.
sure that everything's fine.
The two caveats to message are knowing where they are or being able to see them.
Correct. Actually, I think I might... Well, let me read it one more time. Just says a creature within range.
I think as long as you know that they're within range, you can cast
As
it.
long as they're within range, you can cast it.
Yeah, as long as you
Because I
know
there's
they're.
a caveat. It says if you're familiar with them, you can cast it through walls and such. But you have to know where they are.
You point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper the message. The target and only the target hears the message, and they can reply.
Read me the last paragraph.
You can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of wood blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can travel freely and around corners and through openings.
Okay. Sounds good.
Nice.
Familiar with the target.
Sounds good to me. So if he stays within range, you are free to cast message.
Okay. I'll, if I can approach the camp, I suppose.
And you...
I'm gonna
What's up?
gonna stay like where the light of the fire dies down. I'm gonna stay like 50 feet behind that.
Okay, but you're gonna stay like in the openness of the desert.
Well, I mean, I'll
Maybe go back to the cavern opening.
Yeah, that's true. It's within 100 feet, so.
Yeah, actually, that is a better idea because if like, I mean, I'm invisible to anybody who relies on dark vision, but in the morning, if they like get up or something, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll stay back by the cavern. I'll still find like a rock or something to be behind.
Okay, sounds good. So you approach, or we'll assume that you're entering, like as Wine Marrow starts to get into his tent. You're not stealthing or anything, right?
No.
The sounds of your feet shuffling across the sand stop him in his tracks, and you see like this tail sort of stiffen as his body almost like in reverse creeps out of
this
the
guy's so
tent,
creepy.
and like as his arched back unfurls to its natural height, you see these blue piercing eyes coming out of this skull, and his hands are open like cat's claws, and you see talons that are very capable of dismantling a body.
Oh, there he is. The friend I have.
Really?
Yes.
So, you are something. Not elf, not scalekin.
It's right in between, isn't it?
And like you see some of like the kobolds shuffling around, and when they see you, they scamper up to you, and they look
Truly, the one who shuffles in the dark. Gain the black.
That is me.
and you see Wine Marrow sort of cock his head.
Cain, the black. The one who preached to the orb.
Yep.
Well, do you really need one such as myself as an escort?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the Moor.
I mean, if I might say something,
Speak.
I don't know that we need you as an escort, but, you know, if you have something to offer once we're there, other than slavery, you know.
Other than slavery.
And do you keep your violin like open air, like available to see?
Mhm.
There are two things that exist in the Moor: scaling kind and death.
Perfectly acquainted with both, mate.
Then find yourself somewhere to sleep. We leave in morn.
Great.
So no slavery then.
Not for one as spoke of as thou.
That's
I think it's a good thing I didn't come.
I'm really kind of trying to get over the slavery part of my life, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd rather not start that chapter. I prefer that it remain unwritten, as it were. Okay. I suppose I'll sleep one of these tents.
If the kobolds allow you.
And you see two kobolds who have kind of like rushed up to you. They like run off towards one of the lean-tos, and they're pretty small. Like, you know when like you go to your friend's house and they give you the small blanket and that's all you have?
You can't get your top and bottom at the same
Like
time.
you would not be able to fit your full body without scrunching up considerably
That would be
inside
really
this
funny.
lean-to.
You're just like legs out.
Yeah.
And they both sort of
covering
like
my
presented like showgirls. Like they're like, yes, this is your prize. Feel free to take our lean-to.
Is it sarcastically?
You know,
No.
you know, never mind. I suppose I'll just sleep on the ground.
It's open and free, and it's where Uwasa and I will be sleeping.
Yeah.
It's also where you will all be watching.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Well. And
No, none of your kobold friends can help with
Hmm.
watch?
And the two kobolds who are like offering their lean-to, one of them grabs a spear. You see the other one is one of the shelled variety, and they both sort of like, they look not like they're standing at attention, but like one of them shoves the spear into the ground, signaling that they're ready to go.
Good. Now we have someone for
They
watch.
like you more than me, and I'm from the fucking island.
Yeah. But I'm like related to this dragon somehow. I don't even know how I got this name.
They made it up for you.
Well, you guys will watch then.
indeed.
At ease, soldier.
And Wine Marrow just slinks back into his tent without much of a comment on the matter.
Interesting fellow.
He's quite weird. He made me play dragon chess with him.
Did you win?
I did. The first time ever.
Well done.
Roll insight.
Let her have this. 7.
You won.
I won.
You did a great
I
job.
won. For the first time ever.
Well done.
Thank you. I am pretty proud of it.
Well, you're okay then? Wassa's okay? You both?
Fine. Well, other than what happened earlier, I don't know about any of that.
Okay. Then I suppose we'll see where we go in the morn.
Sure.
And you guys fix yourself up to sleep. Ersid, you are next to the cavern. I assume you're like in like a cot, like a bedroll, or like, you know, you're not sleeping in the cavern, right?
No, I'm outside.
Okay, that's what I thought.
In fact, I'm gonna stay like 20 feet away from the cavern. I don't want to get too close to that thing.
You are kind of laying down, and you're in that situation almost where you're ready to go to sleep. You can feel the dreams dancing behind your eyelids. The light of the world around you begins to dim, and then you feel that jarring sensation of when you're falling and find yourself back on your bedroll. And at that same moment, you hear, "Acid." The voice of your brother crooning across the night.
What? Are you there?
Acid.
Lachlan?
And silence meets you until you feel a very cold breeze. And it's coming from the cavern. Acid, I would like to speak to you. And at that moment, their voice becomes not garbled, or demented, almost enhanced with a hint of femininity.
I'm gonna pack up my bedroll.
Nope. Absolutely not.
Packing up my bedroll. I'm going 50 feet towards the camp.
And like as you step, Acid, I only wish to talk. I care for you.
Lachlan, if you're there, you can show yourself. Otherwise, I'm in a bit of a sensitive situation. So I don't even know if you're real or if
I
some
am real,
dragon.
and I promise you are not in danger.
Okay, then show yourself.
And you peer towards the hole, and you see what looks like Lachlan, sort of like the top half of their body kind of peeking out playfully, mischievously, as their eyes twinkle with the sight of a boy that you have long loved and long lost. They smile.
Really?
All right, Lachlan, what are you doing here?
I'm here for you, Acid.
You know, you always come at the worst times. I might say. Like,
Your timing is awful.
I love you, and I want to see you and speak with you. But I'm in a bit of a tight situation here. What is it that you need? Where can I find you other than in this situation?
And you hear the sound of a raven echoing through the night, and you realize it's dark. Far too dark. As Lachlan speaks, but their mouth doesn't move.
I will give you the power to find your brother. If you accept the power to find yourself.
Who are you?
Who are you? So unimpressed.
Someone who has taken an interest in you.
And you see from behind Lachlan, it looks like wings as a bird flies out outside of the cavern.
What is it that you are asking of me?
To trust the darkness. The shadows inside you are your true power.
And as you stare at Lachlan, you find this darkness almost suffocating as more and more birds start to fly out of the cavern. You see them, ravens, as they fly into the night, disappearing, their silhouettes being swallowed by the void. And it's like you're being pulled ever closer to this cavern. You try to back up, but you're not making much leeway.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I would like to run away.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would like to get out of here.
All right. 15.
15. You're running as fast as you can, but it doesn't feel fast enough. It's slow, like you're running through molasses, like your feet are stuck in the ground. Each movement is so hard for you to bring one leg up and then the other and then the other, and you realize you are sinking and there's nothing around you but black. And you look in front of you, and there's Lachlan. The same old Lachlan that you grew up with. No scars, no emaciation, beautiful skin. And they look down upon you.
You run. So, will you not accept yourself? Will you not accept the blessing that I have given you?
I run because Lachlan, I don't judge you for whatever decisions you've made. But there's a darkness to you. I didn't like that. And I don't want any part of it. That's not who I am. And so yeah, I'm terrified of this situation. I don't want darkness in my heart, even if it gives me power.
The power to save your brother.
As you find that you are now roughly elbow deep in this darkness, in this sap, as it starts to pull you down, you can feel the sucking. It's almost like just a powerful suction, like a silent vacuum.
You must be stronger than this. The darkness is not your enemy. I am not your enemy. My blood, your blood, it's connected. So, if you would make this darkness your strength, if you would prevail through the shadows that sink you deep into the abyss, call upon me, and we will speak with no fear in your heart.
As Lachlan, you see these black, almost angelic wings spurt from his back. And in that very moment, as you see them at their full wingspan, almost glowing fluorescently amongst the black silhouette you are sucked in, you are neck deep in this sludge.
If you're my brother, you'd let me go. I don't need power to find you. I can do that on my own, thanks.
No.
I am not Lachlan. I am a
I knew you
friend.
weren't.
And if this fear continues to drag you down, I am afraid I have failed you. As
Don't mistake
your-
fear for conviction, my friend.
Do not mistake conviction for fear.
As you finally find yourself sucked up under the sludge, you can't breathe, you can't see. The last sight you see is that of a woman bursting into a flock of ravens as you awake, startled in the night, on your bed cot, never having moved. The cavern, a good 20 feet away, silent.
Jutsu.
Yep, that's the green elf word for it. So.
Yeah. No, it'd technically be Gekai. No. Genjutsu specifically. The morning comes,
Ah, yes, the trauma dreams.
and Ersid, you find yourself, your back's a little stiff, but you're fine. You're reasonably well rested after the effects of the night. Kane, Uwasa, Narissa, you all wake up, and Wine Marrow has already knocked over his tent, got the fire put away. He's waking up all the kobolds, just kind of snarling at them, whipping them with his tail, and they all sort of get up.
Rolling up the bedroll.
No bedrolls for him. Oh, you're rolling up.
Yeah,
the
I'll
bedroll.
roll up the bedroll.
Yeah. And Wine Marrow just sort of gets his stuff together, takes one of the main sticks of his lean-to, flips it around, twirls it with a surprising amount of finesse as he slams it in the ground.
We move.
So we do.
Yeah, okay.
Any weird dreams? I actually didn't dream at all.
No weird dreams.
Yet.
Yeah, they creep up on me pretty consistently.
And Uwasa looks at you with a smile and twirls her finger around her head like you're a little crazy.
That's pretty rude of you to do.
She snickers behind her hands.
A little pat.
She smiles, and you guys head out. Wine Marrow kind of looks out.
It's roughly 2 days before we find ourselves deep within the Deadwood. Travel with us. We will make good time. Travel without us.
And he looks at you specifically, Kane.
Well, luck is on your side.
So it seems.
Yeah, always has been.
And you push deeper into the
I know, I
Badlands.
just said mine too. We had a long rest.
Yeah, definitely take your long rests. What are you doing while you travel? It's been 3-4 days now since King Eltar has sent you to survey the cavern, and you push forward to the Moor.
I think once we get to Wiseguard is when I will write him the full report, just in case something in the moors happen that I need to let him know about. I don't want to send it back and forth, especially while we're traveling. It has to know where to come back to.
Fair.
So I guess it just flies.
It flies with
with us. Sometimes it'll land on our shoulders.
you. Okay.
Most of the time it kind of stays up in the trees following us.
This guy, what's his name?
Caxlin.
Caxlin. I know it means chicken,
It
but I
means
don't want to
chicken.
call him chicken. You guys head, and the kobolds just kind of like surround you guys. For the most part, it's an uneventful day outside of the sweltering heat. Off in the distance, you can see the mountains that sort of surround Anam's Grip and Cradle Orin. And to the east, you can see the beginnings of the Redolent Wood and the Red Gorge nearby, as you can almost, not necessarily peer, but it's as if you can see into the gorge itself as you continue to walk over these blistering lands. You're hot, you're sweating. This is probably the worst it's ever been in the Badlands, as you kind of find yourselves needing to make constitution saves.
Oh, it's that bad?
It's hot.
Oh, it's hot out here. And there's no humidity. It's just dry.
It's a dry heat. You ever been to Arizona?
Yeah.
There you go.
That was the worst con save I've ever rolled.
That's 17 for me.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay. Ersid?
It's pretty bad.
Oh. Con save?
Yes, sir.
13.
13. You guys are feeling okay. It's hot. You guys are making it. You guys are
The
even
armor.
beating some of the kobolds. Like, some you can kind of tell they're not so much like being beat down the heat as almost they're like enjoying it too much. And
Yeah,
some-
sunning themselves.
Yeah, someone will just kind of take a second to bask under the heat of the Dreamer's flame as it blazes gloriously in the center of the sky. But you see Uwasa, and she's like panting. Bags are starting to form under her eyes. She's taking off like
I was
her
gonna say,
wraps and her
you're
cloaks.
gonna have to wear less clothes.
And she throws her hands up like, why? Why is this happening? Why is it so hot?
I'm gonna just periodically point backwards. Acid. I'll just try and make it
Like a short.
you know,
You're
if
really
you're putting your arm
tired.
around somebody.
That's charisma stealth.
Like backwards. God.
I mean, honestly,
Keep yawning
you
and
are
stretching.
casting a spell.
Yeah.
There's does message have somatic component? It does have the point.
It is somatic.
Yeah, the pointing.
Somatic and material.
And you use your
I'll just use my finger with a little piece of copper wire.
I don't know if I can have you stealth cast. You're just not. You don't have that. You don't have subtle spell. I will let you roll charisma stealth to just see how you can play it off. To see if it's something that looks natural in general. I don't think there's any way you can make it not look like a spell, but it might not
We'll
look
try and keep.
serious.
Yeah, we'll try and keep up a conversation while it's happening.
So what am I rolling?
You're rolling your stealth proficiency with charisma. So if you have any expertise in stealth, it will carry over.
Okay. Okay. That's 15.
It's 15.
Hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and cast. I mean, you're casting, so what do you say?
How you doing back there, buddy?
Oh, it's fucking hot, mate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's bloody hot. Okay, sorry, guys.
I realize that you probably can't speak that much because you have to speak out loud, so I'll do most of the talking. But yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm keeping a pace behind you. about a mile and a half behind you, just so that you're.
120 feet.
No, you're only 120 feet, or you can't talk to me.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. No, yeah, I'm 100. I forgot about that. I'm 100 feet behind you.
All right, well, they're pretty nice up here. The kobolds are weird little creatures, and this guy, I wrote his name down, but I forgot it. Wine Marrow. Yeah, that's it. This lizard man, Wine Marrow, has not said anything to us since we started traveling.
Huh.
He seems okay. A little weird, but okay.
Why is he traveling with kobolds?
It's a great question. I suppose I could ask him if he wants to talk.
Yeah, you let me know.
Sure.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
There's a little stealth.
Over and out.
Hanging up the copper wire.
Yeah.
Ersa, can you roll stealth for me?
Oh yeah.
Big numbers.
19.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll just pick up my pace.
Okay.
Walk up next to Wine Marrow. If he'll have it.
He's walking.
Hey, so what's your business in the moor? Narissa said that it's your moor, but you know, it's kind of just a place, so it can't really be yours specifically, right?
And he looks down at the kobolds. And you see a couple of them. The ones that were like sunning have left like way far back, and they just kind of like scamper back towards like that campsite, that area.
Mm-hmm.
And there's left 4 with you.
Okay.
These, my charges, the kobolds.
You're bringing them back.
We are switching posts.
So you just have a post at the moor?
I have a post near the cabin. The moor, well, think of it as home.
Okay. Switching out your soldiers, giving them some time off, and sending the other ones back out.
Indeed.
So, this post that you have, what are you looking for?
The post near the cabin
Yeah. Why you posted there?
for stragglers.
Straggler kobolds.
Maybe wrong word. Insurgents. As he looks at you with piercing eyes.
Not me.
No. No. I know you're not insinuating me being an insurgent.
Roll insight.
Not the fucking TP play. It's soccer.
Why? It keeps coming undone. You guys like soccer? Soccer's fun.
Uh, 7
For what?
insight.
Oh. Really good.
Yeah, really.
Really super good.
Not insinuating, but it needs to be watched.
Okay. Well, you're a lizard folk, and you said that there's yuan in the moor. How come some of the yuan don't come with you instead? of these little, these piddly little kobolds. I feel like I could just kick them over, and that'd be it.
Kobolds, strong in numbers. Yuan-Ti, not great at working together.
I don't know. I know one. She's a pretty good team player.
The one you know is strange.
Says you.
They keep walking.
Right? No banter.
Not a talker, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, obviously not.
He has a mask on?
Yes, it's an actual skull on his face.
Yeah, skull.
Yeah.
He has someone else's skull on his face.
Pretty interesting headpiece you have there. Pass victim?
Is it the dinosaur?
No. And no.
And what's your passive perception?
Passive perception?
Yeah.
Like bad, isn't it? Because you got
Oh yeah, yours is
yeah.
bad. Yours is bad.
10.
You see him, his head gets a little lower. Like, he kind of looks at the ground when you ask him that.
Oh. Hit a little soft spot, huh? It's okay, you're among friends here. You can tell me.
I'll know I'm with friends when I'm in danger.
Pretty easy to come across danger out here in the Badlands.
Indeed. So, this conversation,
Just trying to pass the time.
small talk.
Yep. I'm a bard, mate. That's what I do.
Be careful. Those who sing may find their songs cut short. In the Moor, specifically.
In the Moor.
The more sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty shitty place. The more scary, the more.
Is it because the Yuan-Ti run it?
There's much happening.
And you look, and he's keeping a pretty close eye on the kobolds.
He can't talk about it. Very well. I guess we'll just keep going, and then we'll camp, and then we'll keep going until we get there. What are we going to do tonight? Are we going to cook food? We can play chess. We can wrestle. I haven't wrestled in a very long time.
Chess. Feel free to wrestle with.
And he cocks his head at the kobolds and the rest of your friends.
Cracks her knuckles.
And the kobolds kind of rush up to you, Kane.
Kane, you have returned.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, I am here, my young wards.
Are you okay?
Who also just gives you like the strangest look. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You intend to seek Igonir.
Was that the kobold or was that wine marrow?
That was a kobold.
I don't really know. Are you in cahoots with Igonir? Have you spoken with him?
Yes. Igonir watches over us. And so we follow.
And how does Argonir feel about Cain the Black at the moment?
Agonir does not speak to us, only orders.
Okay.
For sure.
And
You speak with Agonir. You have.
I have. Yes. Many times.
Kane's lying skills are just for some
Many.
reason.
Yeah, he's saying many times. I need you to make. Make a persuasion. Have you spoke with Agonir many times?
No.
Okay,
Spoken with
deception.
Argonir twice.
Deception. Okay, I wasn't sure how you were understanding things, so I didn't want to. I want to know what Kane's thinking. You know?
You said deception?
Yeah.
21.
21.
Then he must have summoned you, I am sure. So, do you intend to speak with the speaker?
There's a speaker in the mall.
Is the speaker you want?
The speaker comes. If they are there, I'm sure they will welcome you.
How often does the speaker and the rest of Tuhanu come through the mall?
The rest, many live there.
How dangerous is the mall?
And one of them kind of sneaks up and he puts his hand together.
For the flesh, for the soft ones, very.
Cool. Dope.
Okay.
As he sort of like pokes at you in between your scales.
Slap his hand. Don't touch me.
You maybe Cain the Black, but what would you be without Agonir?
I would be Cain, turn you black and blue.
Threats
Promises.
of the soft flesh. No strength, no hardship. We carry with us more than words.
You don't know what it's like to be oppressed.
You speak much. Though I have heard stories, only of your words, not of your actions.
And the other kobold.
Hush. Cain the Black speaks powerfully.
You know, I killed a chimera once. Wasn't that what it was that we fought?
It was Manticore.
Manticore.
Are you
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Was that you?
It was me.
Nice.
Don't. Look, just because you kill everything else, don't try and take away my one
No,
kill.
no, you're right. It was between you and Earset. I just.
Yeah, well, it was me. Anyhow, I melted its brain. I could do the same to you.
I am one of many. My death only stands to act as a vault for the rest of my people. We die happily in service of Tuhanu.
I remember feeling like that.
You're not worth anything but a death.
My death is worth more than others.
It's an interesting way of thinking.
I've also heard that before.
Is it?
Yeah.
For one who speaks for Scalekin, you seem quite skeptical.
There's more you can do in life than in death.
Well, I hope message of Tuhanul. And not just the message of Cain. The Black.
And at that notion, Wine Merrill sort of growls, and the one who's chiding you steps off.
Contentious.
Isn't it?
All of it. All of them.
Mm.
And as the day goes on, is there anything you guys are trying to do specifically before camping?
No. I think we're trying to get there as fast as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a day, so you are now 5 days out, you march out. You spend the night playing Dragon Chess, wrestling, whatever. Ersid, is there anything you're trying to do as you tail the party?
No. Just keeping an eye out.
Okay, fair enough. You make it, and after the 5th day, you wake up, you walk for roughly 3-4 hours, you make it to like 5 miles deep, and you are met with the face of the Deadwood that casts everything into sort of like a pale gray as you step in, surrounded by dead, gnarled trees that twist and turn into each other, forming almost a ceiling as you walk deeper, blocking out the light of the Dreamer's flame.
I forgot that it was ugly and gross here.
This is where we killed the manticore.
No.
No, this is just kind of like when we were walking through Orin, it's like a similar kind of woods.
This one's a lot worse.
Oh,
This-
great.
Yeah. The Firestone Grove is like red leaves. It's almost like a perpetual autumn.
Okay. This place
This is
like the
dead.
scary, spooky woods, the like in Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. With heffalumps and
Yeah,
woozles.
the woods.
Type woods. As you step in, the soil takes on more of a a soily texture. It's soft and it mushes beneath your feet, and in this sort of darkness created by these pockets of trees, these latticed branches, you see every once in a while the light of the Dreamer's flame seeping through almost radiantly in sort of sunbeams. And you also see betwixt the trees sort of what looks like torches and lanterns. And Wine Merrill steps in front and he looks at all of you.
Don't follow the light.
Noted.
Don't follow it.
No. Danger.
Right. Like everything else.
It's going to
in the
say-
law.
Everything is danger.
And he begins to walk. Need you all to make perception checks, including you, Ersid.
So when we get there, what is the game plan? Where are we going here again?
You know, that's a great question. Essid has a book that he's meaning to give to somebody or something.
Okay. Because it's not that I hate the messengers or anything. But Kanua left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. And at this point, I can't say that I like Eigenir very much either. I'm saying this super quietly.
I mean, you can always ask him to message you.
Yeah.
We're standing right here, yeah. I guess that's fair. But I don't know. Is there something to be gained from this?
I truly have no idea. I don't know other than, I mean, I suppose maybe you meeting some of your people is something to be gained.
They aren't like me. They aren't going
Also
to be
on
like
the
me.
way.
Mm-hmm.
It is on the way.
What did you guys get for perception checks?
11.
Fucking bad.
One above my passive.
5. 5.
28. 28.
28.
I roll at disadvantage.
That's true.
Perception checks.
Okay. You guys are going, and Wine Marrow is moving kind of quickly. Like, he's fast walking. It's not so much rushed. He's not running, but like he's getting there and he's going. It seems like he's walked these woods before very carefully. And he's taking all kinds of trails that sort of are mishap. It's almost like you guys are walking in circles as they sift between the trees. Ersid, you watch, and you're kind of like, are you in the trees? How are you following?
No, I was thinking I'd be on the ground.
Okay.
Just I'm moving from tree to tree, but
Okay.
keeping them in sight.
All right. You notice that it's very serpentine in nature, and you definitely notice the kobolds are having trouble keeping up. One of the kobolds also seems to go off mark. They stop following the rest of the party.
Wait. So Wine Marrow started going quickly, and the kobolds are having a hard time keeping up with him. And then there's another kobold who wandered off.
Essentially, yes.
And we don't notice this.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys are too busy working with wine.
Which way? Okay, so like, let's just say that like the group is going in one direction. They're going straight, like, I guess north, we'll just say. So then which direction is this stray kobold going?
Northeast.
I'm just kind of like,
Oh, so still forward, but off to the side.
Yes. More east than north, but definitely northeast.
Okay. I'm gonna. So I was imagining that I was directly behind the group, but now I'm going to start like deviating my path so that I can like have both of them in vision. So like I'll start going northeast so that the group is northwest of me and the kobold is northeast of me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely understand. And as you're following, you see that Wine Marrow and the rest of the party, they're moving pretty like reasonably. Like, it doesn't seem like he's trying to lose anyone. It's more like the kobolds just have small legs. Versus this stray kobold, you realize it is following this sort of glowing blue and orange light that begins to pulse as it sifts through the trees.
Wait, this is daytime?
So don't
It's
follow the lights,
daytime,
bro.
but it's dark in the Deadwood.
Okay.
Super cool.
So he's following a blue light.
It flickers between blue and orange.
Okay. How far is it away from me?
How far is the kobold?
Yeah.
Probably 100 feet. Because if you're telling at 120 feet, if you're telling like as far as you can be, this guy's probably 20 feet behind the rest of the party. And also, at this point, maybe like another 100 feet away.
Okay, so he's 100 feet away from me.
He's 100 feet away from you and 100 feet away from the party.
Okay.
Yeah, 100 feet to the northeast of you, 100 feet to the east of the party.
East, west.
I'm gonna
It seems the most
take out
If I say left, right,
I'm
up,
gonna-
down. Go ahead.
take out my pipes and blow on them.
Okay.
Shit.
And at that moment, you hear throughout the trees this a very familiar screech, almost a scream, loud, a cacophony of just souls reaching out into the wood itself. It's bone chilling down your spine. Ersid, you blow on this, and it's as the silence sets in, it is silent.
I'll turn around and cast message.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Say,
What's going on?
There's a kobold. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's diverged pathway from you. He's going northeast, and he's heading towards a bluish. What color did you say?
it flickers between blue and orange.
Bluish orange, changing, glowing light to the northeast of you. It's about 100 feet from you.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. One eye. Marrow said, "Don't follow the light," so that's probably a bad thing.
And in the middle of your conversation, in this silence, there is an answer to the call of the pipes, as all around you, you just hear the sound of screams and death and moaning.
Ersid, why?
Fuck.
Well, he told me to blow the thing.
Wine Marrow stops and he looks around. Shh. Get down.
Oh, God.
I need you all to roll stealth.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Shit. I'm bad.
I forgot what the pipes did, but Kane told me to blow them if I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
well, I didn't think that we'd be in some cursed haunted wood.
Oh my God.
That was gonna
Oh my
react to it.
Bro, I have never rolled so bad in my life. I rolled a 4 and I said, can't get worse. I have disadvantage. It can get worse, in fact.
Oh my God.
That's 2.
Good stuff.
She's so unstealthy. She took on that paladin and it all went away.
All right,
Never
Kane.
That's why you roll a disadvantage?
Yeah, because the plate, it's the armor.
15.
Okay,
It's gonna be an 18 for me, Chief.
that's an 18. Okay, looks good. As you start to like look in the forest, and it's almost like there's this strange buzzing as you look up and you see all these orbs sort of pulling away through the trees, and they're not so much as coalescing in a spot as they are almost surveying the area. And as they stop, they grow large. At first they're like the size of a baseball, and then they grow into the size of a basketball, turning red, casting everything in this dour red light as they sort of pulse and move on to the next area.
Oh God, they're like aliens.
What do you do?
Just staying low. Praying
I
to
look-
God.
I look over at Wine Marrow.
If we move, we're dead. We wait.
You got a 1? You got a 2? Okay.
Bloody 2.
Ooh.
She's
Fucking
just sitting, laying
You
quiet.
still talking to Ersid?
No, I purposely didn't say anything and hoped that his mind would say, they all just hit the deck. I'm going to do the same.
Okay,
He'll
that's fair.
just hit the deck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware that something spooky is going on, so I'm
Right.
kind of waiting.
Just
And in a moment, Narissa, you're like squatted down, you're crouched, and as one of the sort of light orbs flies overhead, that buzzing becomes so loud, you're sort of knocked off balance. You shift in your weight to make sure you don't fall, and in that moment, you can kind of hear the clink of all your armor as this red orb begins to flash white, and it almost bursts in light. I need you all to roll initiative.
I'm sorry,
Oh, God.
guys. I'm so not stealthy.
Let's get you guys a map.
Oh, hey, that was actually pretty good. Thank God.
Same thing I rolled last time. Rolled shit. Everything else tonight except initiative.
Dang. What did you guys get?
23.
Jeez.
16.
24.
Y'all are fast.
That's good. That's good.
Oh yeah.
So, did you say it is dark?
Yes, it's dark. I would say it's lightly obscured. I don't know if you necessarily need dark vision.
It's just dark because
It's dim.
It's
Yeah, 'cause
yes,
the
it's dim
trees.
light. So let's see. Let me get you guys your minis.
man, you can't take her anywhere.
Not anywhere. You
I mean,
have
you
to
really
be quiet.
can't. Jesus Christ. Kane, what's your stealth bonus?
+6.
See, that's respectable.
Yeah. I did used to be a thief, you know. Gotta be a little sneaky.
Mm-hmm. What's your sleight of hand?
Also +6, I believe.
Airsuit, you're not on the map.
Yeah, it's +6.
Okay, let me get this. I believe it is player turn first, and due to the illumination of the area, stealth has been broken for all 4 of you and the various kobolds in the area, which would mean 3 of them.
Great. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do?
Well,
So these pieces that don't have any like creatures on them, these are all the floating orbs.
okay.
I guess right as it's starting, it's like, do we fight these or do we run from them?
That's fair. You know, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, first turn you cast mage armor as this sort of effervescent glow comes across your body. Next we have enemy turn.
Whoa, I'm not done yet.
Oh, my bad.
Wait.
Cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I will also inspire Narissa. And I will say... Well, I hope you're ready to protect me, since, you know, it's kind of your fault.
So inspiring.
Okay, anything else before you got anything? You got movement?
Are these kobolds?
Yes.
What's this?
That's the old one of the
That's one of the
orbs.
orbs.
Is this friend wine marrow here?
Yes.
Is it in the space directly next to Narissa?
Yes.
Get on the other side of it.
Yep.
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay, and you rush over in this light, your silhouette tracing past this orb as it begins to flash and flash.
Oh, fuck, that was a mistake.
So I'm just gonna stand right here. It's totally fine. Not a problem.
All right, and in that flash, I need Marissa. It's sort of like the light reaches out, almost like a spider's web as it coils to you. It twists in a double helix as it attaches itself, or tries to attach itself to your armor. 23.
Ugh, yeah.
Shit.
As you feel yourself electrified as the light touches you, you begin to shed your own light, blazing, almost blinding all of those around you as you take 13 damage.
Woo. It's pretty good.
Player turn.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know if it's really gonna help to rage in this situation. It gives me a little bit extra damage. So I guess I'll do it for the damage. The 2 extra damage. Go into the rage. I can't really back up from it. It'll try to attack me.
You do have a +2 to hit now. It is flanked.
That's true. I think I'm just gonna try to hit it and hopefully knock it out.
Yeah, kill it in one shot.
It's just an orb? Like it's a... Doesn't
I mean, you
appear to
guys
be
can
a
roll an
creature?
Arcana check if you guys want to see if you know what it is.
On our turn?
Now, I don't think this needs a turn.
Let me look at
How's a 2?
16
Fuck.
Is that your Arcana or to hit?
to hit.
No, my Arcana was a 2.
You swing and like its form is so amorphous, it begins to flash and it goes in, and it's almost like you hit an after image of this creature as it sucks back into this tiny ball of orange light as it kind of whiffs and flashes around.
That was +2
Yep.
for flanking?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think we need a 19, I guess.
By
That's
God.
really high. You know, I think that's all I can do. Action, bonus action, no point in really moving. Unless we're all gonna run away, so I'll stay there.
Okay. Play your turn. Ersid, are you gonna take this or should I maneuver some of these fools down here?
You know, at the moment, I think I'm just... I guess I'll try and get a little closer. But I still want to keep my presence unknown to the group.
Your your stealth was 18.
Yes.
Okay. How far are you gonna move? You are, we'll say, 120 feet behind the party.
I'll go up to 60 feet.
You'll go up to 60 feet. Okay.
Oh, wait.
So that
Yeah,
would take.
so that's everything that I can do. No, it's not.
You can
that's
dash
just
90
my-
if you want. You can do double
that's my-
dash.
No. I'll leave it at 60 feet.
Okay. And you'll end your turn. Will you ready in action? Anything else?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I always forget that you can ready in action. I'll ready in action if... Well, since I'm not on the map, are there any orbs near me?
As you are, let's see, you're 60 feet behind. All of the orbs, I'd say there'd be one next to you. Not like right next, but within 30 feet of you.
Okay, I'll ready in action, and if the orb, like, starts moving towards me, then I'll shoot it.
Okay, understood. And it is enemy turn. This one is going to move here. And as it rushes towards Wine Marrow, you see him ready that sort of like staff, and it disappears.
Great.
The staff disappears?
No, the orb.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah, cool.
Uwasa is going to take this moment to go after the orb that you guys are fighting, and she pulls out her crossbows and takes a few shots.
Shoot him, girl.
Fuck. Tell me that whistle was because she fucked it up.
It was? You want it to be because she fucked it up?
Yeah.
Oh, because she fucked it up. I understand.
She fucked it up, not the attack.
I definitely thought she fucked up. So she shoots, and like as it's collapsing upon itself after Narissa's swing, she shoots right through one of the after missiles again, and then finally, as it collapses into its orange form, you can see it start to grow again, and she hits it. A crossbow bolt flashes right through it, and it almost like cracks as she does.
Oh, good.
Let's do. Do all this again.
Yeah, your phone keeps disconnecting.
I think it's the TV. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. Oh no. Sad day. And it completely just bursts, leaving light, almost like a scorching visage of light around it and on the trees. It has been dispersed.
Thank
How'd it
you.
go?
Yeah, good job.
It is now enemy turn. Let's see. This one will move closer. Player turn with Wine Marrow. And you see he kind of takes a stance. He's ready for anything that comes at him, but he hasn't making any moves. So,
Interesting.
this one is going to move on its way, and it also disappears as it reaches Uwasa. We're at the top of the round, and at this time you hear, it sounds like branches breaking.
Great.
Who's up?
Anybody want to go before me?
I can only do one thing, so whatever. If you have something more creative, maybe.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll bonus action inspire Wine Marrow. And I'll say, well, we're in danger, so I guess it's a good time to be around friends. And
Well, we're in danger.
then I will fucking, I suppose, try and Eldritch Blast that one that is the furthest away.
Okay. There are a lot of trees. I'll just have you know that.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll roll high because, you know, it's a disadvantage anyways.
Yeah, the eye thing.
Oh man.
That's really
Oh,
rough.
man.
That's super rough.
Thank you for keeping hold of that inspiration. You can have that.
Okay. It's probably not gonna hit. That's 12.
You shoot wide. You have a second one.
Yep, let's try again.
Just close the one you don't use. It'll put all your focus in the other.
That's an 18.
18 as it flies through the trees, breaking through branches until finally it hits the trunk of a tree and
Fucking cover.
yeah.
Bastard.
Anything else?
Does it take an action to? Fuck that! I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say, can I try and look for whatever's coming? But I'm fucking bad at that, so I'm not even gonna do it.
Okay, turn.
No, that's it. I'm good.
Okay.
For sure.
This one is going to move and go invisible.
Yeah, you better run.
Play your turn.
That's a thing they can do. Okay. I will move.
Are they all currently invisible?
Yes.
Okay.
Right here. And I will hold my action until I see it.
Okay.
I guess I can. I don't know. There's no point in really being 10 feet back, because, like, if it moves, then I don't know.
At this point, the kobolds are gonna take the time to rush up and sort of surround Wine Marrow. And I think that's all they can really do. They can't see him either. So that's kobold turn. This guy is going to, as you see the light again beam right in front of Wine Marrow, and he takes a shot right at him. But the sort of like these inky white tendrils fly wide, almost reaching the kobolds, but going nowhere. Play your turn.
Okay. I guess it's me to go.
I mean, I can
So,
go.
oh, I thought everyone else had gone.
I mean, there's a bunch of
Uwasa.
guys on the, yeah, there's Uwasa, there's Wine Marrow.
Oh, yeah.
So it's up to you if you want to go or not.
They're all invisible.
Yes, you can't see any of them. There's the one in front of Wine Marrow. You can kind of see its light reflecting off the surrounding area.
Okay, I have a new plan of attack. I am going to. What's the range on my longbow?
Far.
Short range is like 120 and long range is 600.
So what is it if it's over? It's 150. What is it if it's over 150?
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Okay. Okay, I'm going to actually move so that I am 150 feet away. No, we'll say 100 feet away from
From the one that you can see.
the one that I can see. Yes.
5. You're already 100 feet away.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Are you trying to get a clearer shot? Right now, you'd be shooting through the party.
yeah, I will move if it's possible. I will move to a more clear line of sight.
Okay. Okay, I would say that's possible with 30 feet of movement. I'm gonna put you on the map. You're not this close, but this is the direction you're shooting from.
Okay, that's really good for reference. And so the one that I can see is the one that's in front of Wine Marrow.
Yes, right here.
Okay. So I am. Can I bonus action hide?
You're already hidden.
I know.
Yes.
But then, if I shoot, then can I bonus action hide?
Nothing's stopping you.
Okay.
I'd say there's
yeah,
enough
so I'm
trees in the area.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. Take your shot.
And so since this is my first attack, I get Dread Ambusher.
Yes.
Okay.
I am pretty confident that is how that works.
Okay. That's gonna be. Oh, and the thing is, it within 5 feet of Wine Marrow?
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay, so no sneak attack.
No.
Okay. That is gonna be 25.
25 hits.
Okay, and then I'll roll damage. That's gonna be 5.
Did you add your extra D8?
No, I did not. Oh, I get an extra D8 with Dread Ambusher too, and 2 attacks.
Yes, you get a second attack.
But the second D8 doesn't get the proficiency bonus, correct?
You're not going to add another dex.
Correct. So then that's 7 for a total of 5, and then here comes the second attack.
Okay. Since you haven't, I will let you keep the D8, but you're supposed to do this on your first turn, not your first attack. So I'll let you do whatever you want with this attack, but I don't think I'm going to give you 2 attacks.
Wait, what?
It's on your first turn, not your first attack.
Oh, okay. So you'll give me the 2 D8s that I rolled?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a total of 12 damage, and then I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, awesome. Roll stealth for me.
15.
Looks good. Let's see. And you see this, the orb appear once again, shooting its white tendrils at Uwasa. It's definitely a hit.
Dang, girl.
As she sort of gets electrocuted, you can see her like hair start to spaz and fry out as she takes a decent chunk of damage. Player turn would be Uwasa. She's just gonna retaliate.
She should.
Boy, she has just enough. You see one of her bolts kind of fly and it crashes right into a tree. 2 more fly and they hit right into the creature itself. The first one seems a little bit more strong than the other, for a total of as she does about 7 damage. And you can see this one does not seem to be, it's not cracking, it's not reacting to this crossbolt as effectively as the other did.
'Cause it's not orange.
Wine Marrow's gonna rush up and he takes the stick and immediately flares it, one on the back end, one on the front end for... And as he does, the orb sort of weaves its way in between his staff, and he kicks it up in the air. And as he does, he sort of leans back on his tail and throws a kick at this creature. But it just kind of whizzes around him, unperturbed.
Feels bad.
Feels bad. And we are at the top of the round. And at this point, it's not just branches you hear cracking. It's almost like you hear the sound of whole trees snapping as somewhere from the, we're going to call this east of you, starts to echo and cackle out, and you hear more screams and like moans of what seems to be like spirits.
Should we run from that? Or stick around and find out?
Ersud, can I have you roll me
Fuck around.
any die? Tell me if
Should
it's
we
evens
fuck
or
around
odds.
and find out?
Odd.
Okay, good to know.
That's a question posed to the group.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I don't fucking know.
I think we should start moving. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
From 10 feet away.
Anything else? You're gonna dash? Or are you gonna leave it? What are you gonna
I think
do?
I'm trying to get rid of this one so that he can get away too. So we
Oh,
can
so
just
you're
start
swiping
running.
from
yeah,
10
I'm
feet
swiping.
away. Okay, go ahead and attack.
We will see. Okay, that's actually decent. Okay. 19?
Hits.
Alright. Then
As you
that's...
swipe, you cut right through, and you can feel yourself hitting. It's almost like you're swiping through a sheet, like or like a sheet of paper. Like there's just such minimum resistance, but you realize you have
I
connected.
get to reroll my 2s.
You should do that.
Let's go.
They were 2s again.
Fuck.
What the hell?
Good stuff.
Alright. 10.
10 total.
Yep. 4, that's radiant. Don't know if that matters. The other stuff is thunder.
Okay. Awesome. And the light that brandishes from your glaive seems to cut through the light that this orb is creating. And as it's sort of in like a staticky form, brings itself back to normal. The sound of your thunder echoing throughout the forest is met by the screams of the dead.
It's not dead. Can I
No.
bonus action try and like get it with the other side?
Go ahead.
Oh, come on. Please. Oh, no. I don't think that's going to work. No.
Okay.
Nope.
Understood.
I tried.
This is good.
As I'm running, I'm like, we should probably go.
Okay. And to make my job easier, the one in front of you, as it like finds itself forming back together, it immediately disappears.
Fuck.
Play your turn.
I said,
Ah,
you want to go?
yeah, I don't know what the fuck these things are. I mean, if you guys are leaving, then I'll tail behind you.
I haven't gone yet. I'm just asking if you want to go before me.
Oh,
Is one
I thought you were
visible?
asking me.
No, I can't talk to you right now.
Kane's just that calm.
You're very
He said,
far away.
would you like to leave? Shall we go?
No, you go first.
All right then. Are any of them visible?
This one's visible. This one's visible.
Have either of those two been hit?
You know that Uwasa was definitely taking a look at that one. She definitely shot it. She made it connected.
I'll cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay, awesome. What's what kind of save?
Wisdom.
What's the save?
15.
Okay, and as you look at this thing, it sort of like wobbles in the same rhythm as the bells that ring, almost taunting you.
What a fucking...
I hate it when little things make saves. You're like, really?
I'll just flip it off and then I'm gonna run.
Okay. say use your action. I was like, you got.
I'm so used to playing a fast ass monk. I only have 30.
I think you got to stop like one.
I was seeing.
I think you stopped right there. Yeah.
30?
Okay. Awesome. Player turn.
Oh
The
god.
Wassa's gonna fucking bounce.
Good choice, Wassa, run.
Good choice. Get out of here.
6, 7, 8. Let's see. And as she passes, the light reappears over here.
Oh no, girl. Miss girl. Dude.
You better. Stop hurting the Wassa.
Oh god, no. Clean. Dig deep.
Don't you do it.
And as it shocks her, you can tell like it's fizzling through her clothes. You see spittle fly out of her mouth as a dry rasp echoes through her throat, and she's looking pretty beat up. But she hunkers down and finishes her run, and she is gonna just kind of focus herself. And as you see, she breathes in deep, eyes closed, as small like butterflies and like moths begin to flit around her, and it seems like they flow into her.
You go, Wassa. Way to go.
You just gotta focus in and bring yourself back to the moment.
Enemy turn. It's gonna be. This one goes invisible. Player turn. Wine Marrow's gonna rush up with his homies. Save us time. They're all gonna go on Wine Marrow's turn.
Fair enough.
Oh, Wassa. Come on.
Oh no. Wassa healed for 2 hit points.
Close. Okay.
Close.
All these fools is
That's
gonna throw
rough.
hands. We're gonna start with the kobolds.
Come on,
They
you
just all
kobolds.
start punching at this glowing light.
I think we can. They're tactical, so we'll give them a flanking bonus.
I think they technically have pack tactics.
Oh, they do have advantage.
Let's go, you.
Which I feel like if there's a flank, I still should give them the +2.
Yeah.
You see this one kind of like try to like chomp it. This one over here tries to like fling its tail at it, and the one in the middle with the spear, as this orb is evading everything, gets stabbed through the center for
Good job.
a good few damage.
A good few.
You'll have a commendation from Igonir. If I have anything to say about it.
I want the kobolds to be charging at this orb, and they're just like, witness!
Witness me!
Witness
Igonair, witness me!
That's so funny. And now Wine Marrow's gonna go, and he just drops his staff on the ground and throws hands. He's like a flurry of talons as he spins and kicks in the most almost savage technique
You're
you've ever
crazy.
seen.
You're crazy. You punched that orb.
Let's go. You
Give
see
it
his
the
tail
old one,
sort
too.
of like fling past, and it kind of flies over it as it glides down the spear. He takes another swipe at it, and it's moving too fast, and finally he brings his foot up in a crescent kick and brings it down, pressing the spear into the ground with the orb of light on top of it, doing It's like this orb's looking pretty beat up. It's flickering
not
in
God
and
dead.
out.
This fucking orb, bro.
Stupid ass orb.
They're doing their best.
They're just stomping on it.
But it's flickering in and out of existence as it tries to coast across the spear and into safety. That's top of the round. As Airsid, you look off towards the northeast of your current position, and you see simply a mound of bones making its way through the forest, trampling anything and everything in its wake. You hear the trees snapping, and now you hear the chattering of bones clinking against each other, and that same just echoing from all around you. You feel it rumbling the ground as it gets closer. Play your turn.
I guess I don't know that that's happening.
You guys can hear it. You guys know it's close.
It's
Airsid,
closer?
You're the one who sees it. Yeah, it's close.
But we can't see it yet.
Let me see.
Remember, I only have one eye.
Oh, we know.
We all
It's-
know.
It's not hiding. You guys can definitely see this large silhouette bursting through the trees, coming from this sort of northeastern direction compared to your current situation.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start building maps for you guys because this is dumb.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, okay. I think I'm like, no. First and foremost, no. I will grab. I'll just kind of grab your wrist and start pulling, but I won't like grab you and like take you with me. I'm just like, we're going, yes, okay, let's go. And start running, and I'll grab Uwasa
You'll grab. Ooh, okay.
because she's pretty messed up.
So, I don't think I'm gonna penalize you twice for grappling two creatures, but you are at half movement.
I just like pulled him. I'm not taking him with me.
Okay.
I just pulled him like you're coming, right? Let's go.
Yeah, like, let's
Because
get the fuck out.
you've got two legs. Uwasa's like struggling. so-
Okay. Are you grabbing Wasa?
Yeah, I am.
Are
gonna
you still at half movement?
Okay.
This is not gonna happen.
Goddamn football game. Who even cares?
It's not even the real football. Give me the real football.
I'm just laughing at football.
Okay, I'll fix it. Player turn. Airsid, have
See,
you
that's
ever
how
come
we should all
close-
be running.
Yeah, you should probably all be running. Did you ever get closer after taking that shot?
No.
Okay. This one still invisible, and it's going to.
Oh no, buddy.
Hey,
Kane,
pal.
as you're watching, like Narissa, she taps you, and you turn to look at her, and as she brushes past, it's almost like she's lightning fast going past you until you realize it's really just lightning coming at your ass. Let's see.
It's gonna miss.
How do you feel about a 16?
You're lying. Just,
You're a liar.
just hits.
No. Okay. That's gonna be.
The football game.
Guys, we're not playing football.
It
We're
just
playing
looks like
D&D.
it looks wild. It'd be like, well, what are they doing? What kind of stream is this?
Yeah, dude. You guys want to watch football? And
We're
play
just
D&D at the
yeah, we're
same
talking
time?
about
You're
the
just
football.
tuning in. This is a new version of fantasy football.
That's funny. That's funny. That was good. You take 4 lightning damage.
4.
4.
Alright then. Just like a little static shock.
Yeah, exactly.
Little poke.
Yeah. Till the big skeleton ball gets close enough to run me over.
Play your turn.
I'm gonna start running.
I'm just start
You're gonna start.
running.
Are you gonna use all of your movement, or
Let's see if I do that. That's 90 feet.
yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna run like parallel to the group though. So I'm gonna go off on the side. Like I don't want to, cause if I run 90 feet straight, like I'll just catch up to them.
Okay.
Right? So
So you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'll move you, and you're gonna use all your movement. Okay.
yeah, I'll use all my movement.
There we go. Okay, that is where you are on the map. You would be ahead of the party. No, I'd say you would be parallel with them because you were still about 30 feet behind after you took that shot. And we're gonna put you. We'll just have you be 20 feet away. Is that comfortable with you?
I'd prefer to be further from them,
How far?
like 50 feet.
Okay, awesome. I'll keep that in mind. As you are rushing, you see that you are almost entirely lined up with this mass of skeletons. It is just a swarming ball of all kinds of bones. I can only think of femurs and clavicles right now.
Ribs.
Oh, is that what you call ribs? Are they just
They're
ribs?
just ribs.
That makes me
Spines.
so
Yeah, they're
mad.
called ribs.
Okay.
Ribs, spines, clavicles,
Ribs,
Femurs.
spines, clavicles,
vertebrae.
skulls, all kinds.
I don't
of
know what the finger bones are called.
phalanges. That's one I did know. And like
Mandibles.
it's just mandibles as you see like arms and legs in all kinds of awkward positions propelling it across the ground, ripping up trees and throwing them to the ground, and they are that's about how far away they are from you, is 25 feet as you've rushed up in this 90-foot speed.
Fuck.
And they're 50 feet
Oh,
away
so
from
they're-
you guys.
Directly in front of me.
Yes.
Okay.
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 And that's Airsid's turn?
That's Airsid's
Yeah.
turn. This thing is going invisible.
Motherfucker.
Player turn. Awesome. And she is gonna. Are you carrying her? Okay, so while she's on your back, she is going to heal herself. And that is her turn. This thing is going to shoot at you.
Is it getting that close?
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, you only get one boom.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Kill it.
Okay, that was really good. That was 17 plus a lot, so.
Learn how to heal.
I think she wants to die at this point. What did you roll?
No, Queen, pick your head up.
What did you roll?
17 plus a bazillion to
Oh,
hit.
okay.
Yeah,
cool,
17
cool.
plus whatever the thing is. Okay. I get to re-roll this one.
Big damage.
Okay, that was so much better. It was ridiculous.
And it shatters into a bazillion pieces.
17 lightning,
17.
5 radiant.
Oh shit.
Thunder?
Oh, thunder,
Thunder?
not lightning.
Thundaga.
How did you? That's crazy. That's a lot. Okay, 17 thunder and 5 radiant.
I got a 9 and a 6. 4 plus 1
I mean,
plus 2.
I'm doing my own math.
Oh.
Here. I'm fine. You're fine to do what you're doing.
Said, stop hitting me.
And you hit it, and it immediately begins to flicker as it dissipates and sort of regains its form. And that's a 20 to hit.
Me?
Yeah.
18.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
That was a wild. Wow. As it rushes in,
God damn
and
it.
you take 12 lightning damage as it sort of shocks through you. You can feel it like one of those like electric pens, but they actually hurt as it goes through
Hair's
your body.
getting frizzy.
Absolutely. Okay, that is its turn. I think we are at the top of the round as this creature drives in.
Jesus Christ, go away.
How you doing? It's me, the skeleton ball.
That's stupidly funny though. I didn't think of a skeleton ball.
And it writhes around you and Uwasa and Wisp itself, breaking trees, clattering, and as it comes in, all you hear is the clattering of bones and shattering of teeth.
Bruh.
At this moment, you are essentially deaf.
Ooh. No.
And it's gonna go after you.
Guys.
Unless you
please
want me to kill Uwasa.
just miss me. Just miss.
I have to roll that again because I messed it up and I didn't see it, so hopefully that works in your favor.
Miss. Just miss. That's so cool. It's really cool.
Big misses over here. Because you are raging,
I was gonna say, is this...
you manage to like coil yourself around Uwasa, and with that sort of position, your armor takes a good brunt of the force, and you flex through the damage, taking 11 total. Because you're a barbarian. Player turn.
Do something? I am not doing so hot.
I'm gonna cast.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. I'm gonna cast Hex on it as a bonus action.
Okay, awesome.
I'll give it disadvantage on dexterity ability checks.
Works for me.
And then I will also attempt to cast Fairy Fire on it.
You can't cast 2-level spells.
Fuck.
I'll let you choose
dumb
which
idiot.
one. I'm not gonna force you into the hex if you really want the fairy fire.
I want the Hex because I want to run away from it, and hopefully it'll have to make some dex checks as we run. That's my plan.
So you're sticking with the hex?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
will just attempt to Eldritch Blast it.
Throw 2 of them at disadvantage, my guy.
You can do it. You can do it. Just focus. Just think really hard. Just get 2 20s twice. 2 natural 20s twice.
18 and a 4.
Oh, no, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I mean, what is your total? 4? 4 was your total? No. Okay.
4 doesn't hit?
Nope.
And you swing wide each time as they barrel into some trees. Actually, I need you to roll damage for both of those.
For the trees?
Reserve.
11.
11. Okay.
14 and 11. For both, you said, right?
Yeah.
Or 13 and 11. Apologies.
So, you're looking at 2 trees having been failed in this area.
Fuck out of here.
Stop it.
They are about 5 feet around at the trunk. Moving over them would definitely call as difficult terrain.
You're a bastard.
It might help you with those dex checks. Creature turn. This one's gonna go invisible. Player turn.
Hold on.
Okay.
What are you gonna
Oh,
do?
have you gone yet?
I haven't.
I was gonna shoot it.
Give me a second. I might be able to do something that could help you. I have a thing I haven't used yet. But I gotta see. I think it's in my items. This thing. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I am
you gonna
going
do?
to. This is an action, I believe. As a bonus action, I will healing surge.
Okay, awesome. You get into the zone, you get into your gut, you feel the powers of nature surrounding you. Even alone in this desolate forest surrounded by death, you can feel the earth calling to
Those were fantastic.
you. You should teach a wash or something.
Those were fucking insane. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, poor Uwasa out here rolling like 2 and whatever. I got 28 back on that.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I said they were great. They were insane. She just like goes back into the zone. She's like, that's not gonna
Go.
happen.
I'm done running now, bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Flip around, ignore the thing. I like let Uwasa handle the thing behind us, and she'll like pull the armor up and let the tattoo like come out to grasp this guy.
The creature that's surrounding you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and like push it back with my own force.
Okay, and it is a grapple in the end, correct?
Yeah.
Or is it restrained?
It is grappled, but it takes 3d6 force damage if it fails.
It's a save?
Yeah.
What kind of save?
Strength. Please roll bad.
What
Just
do I have to beat?
a 14. Just fail it. This would be really cool.
It's just bones. It doesn't have any muscles,
Yeah, it's
right?
bones. No strength.
Has to be weak.
And what
Has
does
to
it
be
look
0.
like as you cast this, as your like tattoo flies off your back? What does it look like to you?
Looks like the feathers of that snake.
Oh, interesting. Okay. As these feathers fly out, these rainbow opalescent, you see the Roy G. Biv kind of follow
Rainbow.
down each feather as they coil around this creature and start to sift in between its bones and joints and ligaments until you can hear that the chattering has sort of diminished. It's still hard for you to hear anything, but it's definitely quieter as this thing feels stuck on top of you. Taking how much damage?
3d6 force.
Force damage?
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty good.
11.
All right.
I said, leave me alone. Go back to the grave.
And it's like trying to reach out, and you feel like as these feathers extend from your back, they're almost like tails that you have control over as this creature is grappled to you.
I'm Naruto. Okay. All right.
All right. Creature turn. I'm gonna pop one of these kobolds.
It just dies.
Oh, jeez. Let's not do that again. Hope that didn't hurt anyone's ears. Okay. And you see one of the kobolds get electrocuted, and they like kind of stop, and you can see their bones through their skin. As they land back on the ground, they're steaming, but they are okay. And they look at that. They look at the creature who has now been restrained. And Wine Marrow rushes up to aid you. And it's hard to show that you guys are in the same area, but you are. Let's see. That's a hit. That's a hit. That is not. As he sort of just claws it up, he almost like spins around it as he just becomes a flurry of blades, and this thing takes decent chunk of damage. We're looking at, what do unarmed strikes do? Is that bludgeoning damage?
Yeah.
As he blazes through this creature, he ends up on the other side, and there are just bones flying everywhere. They litter the ground. They are not even surrounded by your feathers anymore, as there's not enough creature to be filling that space. It's pretty fucked up.
Good, guys, finish it off.
Okay.
These kobolds.
Is it my turn?
These kobolds are gonna finish their turn by whacking on this, and then you can go. It's not gonna. Okay. And like, they just have sticks. They're picking up bones off the ground that have like flew. They're biting it. They're chomping it. This thing just ends up, the light in that area completely just disappears. All right, Ersid, what's your plan?
Fuck it up, Ersid.
Okay. I'm gonna steady aim.
Ooh. As you sort of, you take your aim, you pull the bowstring taut. You can feel like there's just silence around you. The silence that happened, like all the screams that happen, everything is gone. And the only thing that is there is your bow and your target.
That's gonna be a 27.
Are you aiming after the bones?
Okay. Yes, the bones.
Okay.
And I get sneak attack.
Yeah, you took advantage. It's within 5 feet of those creatures. You get sneak attack.
Nice.
Fuck it up.
That's okay. Okay. $16.
16 damage?
Yep.
How do you want to do this?
I'm just envisioning, you guys are all stressed, you're fighting this thing, you're grappling it, all this chaos is going on, and then perceivably from nowhere, from the darkness in the woods, you just see this laser of an arrow just go, and it cuts through the center of the bones and just splinters them, and so they fine pieces of the splinter of the bones fly out.
And so your arrow whizzes through past the trees, through skulls, through their eye sockets, until you reach a main spine, and you're cutting pew, 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 through each vertebrae. As each one hits the ground, you see legs fall flat, arms fall flat, bones stop chattering until it just dissipates, sitting on the ground lifeless.
Nice.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are still moving through this forest. You know there are some wisps about. Where they are, actually, Kane, I think you're aware of the one behind you.
Yeah, there is one behind you.
So that would be creature turn. Actually, I think that's the end of the round. So yeah, this one's gonna pop up. It's still behind you. It's gonna go ahead and
Miss.
do its damn thing.
Miss.
Gonna go ahead and miss.
14.
Miss.
All right. It shoots wide. That's its turn. Player turn.
How many? Oh, there's like 2.
You've only seen 2.
Yeah, the one right behind me and the one behind Kane.
Actually, I think that one is also visible. Those are there. You see the 2 of them.
Turn around. Done with this. Boom. I'm gonna hit it. Because I don't think this thing moves. It's just one.
Just one. Go ahead. Attack.
Yeah, I'll just attack it. T. 20, not natural.
It's
Great. So I get this one, this one. 14 thunder. 5 radiant.
and you swipe right through it, and in the thunderous cacophony created by the glaive, it is dismissed. You see no more of this creature, and it does not seem to be returning.
Great.
And at that moment, you see this one turn invisible. And in what moment of safety you feel, you see the whole forest alight with orange and white orbs.
Run, guys, run.
As you are pushing through the trees, there's all kinds of falling branches, there's pits. I need you all to make dex saves to avoid falling to the ground.
It's an
Can I
earth
get
shake.
Say what?
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna have Narissa roll me an athletics check since she's carrying Uwasa
Okay.
real fast.
Still raging, so I'll get the advantage.
You get the advantage. Yeah, you're raging. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, what did you get since you rolled?
23.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. What you
Natural
get?
20,
Nice.
26.
You get advantage on these as well, Narissa.
Yep. 11.
11.
Yeah, with advantage.
Ooh, okay, Ersid.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Not nearly as dexterous. As
Are you getting in touch with the party? Or are you still keeping your? Because you've been made now.
No, I'm still keeping my distance.
Okay, awesome. So as you rush through, you're dodging between branches. You're kind of sliding under all of them. Kane, Wine Marrow, you guys are all fine. The kobolds all find themselves like clotheslined on a branch as they stop. The wisps sort of coalesce around them, and you could hear the screams of these creatures as they shrill in the distance. Narissa, you are running, and there's all kinds of failed trees and branches, and one of them is just too large for you to clear while carrying Uwasa. You slip. I need you to make an athletics check to keep hold of our girl.
23 again?
Okay, awesome. You got her. You have been slowed down. You are falling behind the party. You can still hear the death throes of these kobolds as these lights close in upon you. You are all rushing. What is your plan here? I mean, the forest is about. You might be able to find some clearings, some grottos. All in all, you are running. Does anyone have anything specific they're trying to do as you dash through the Deadwood?
Where the fuck are we going, Wine Marrow?
Find a place to stop, away in the darkness.
Cast message to Irsid.
See anywhere to fucking stay?
It's that.
No, man, mate, I'm just running. I'm just heading for it, just the direction that we were going.
If we continue north, we may make it to the Moor.
North it is.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to do, man.
All right, you guys are pushing through this forest. Ersid, you do notice that there is sort of, it's not a clearing. It's almost like these mounds of earth, and you see openings, almost like tunnels dug by some natural source pushed into them further to your west, in between you and the party. And as you all run, I do need you all to make dex checks again. Dex saves.
That's gonna be 11.
12.
19.
All right. Narissa, you can't even get up. As you pull yourself off the ground, you find yourself stuck, and you look down, and surrounding these lights, they're closing in, and surrounding your leg are hands. Coming up from the ground is a skeleton pulling on you, ready to gnaw on your leg. You are shocked by the wisps around you. We're gonna say that there are 2. And you're pulled, knocked off of your center by the skeleton beneath you, but one of the wisps still manages to strike you clearly, and you take 3 damage.
Hell yeah. Thank God.
Good job there, and lucky for you, that helps you keep your rage.
Yep. Just boom on top of the skeleton, just
I
smack it.
do need you to make an athletics check to keep hold of Uwasa, or you can let her go.
Natural 20.
Okay, awesome. You still have her. You're keeping her safe and protected from the rest. As you can see the fear in her eyes as she tries to clamber away, trying to get away from you. She can't tell where she is safe in this moment.
If you can help me, I can get you out of here.
Okay, understood. And Ersid, you fall to the ground as well. The trees and everything getting in your way. You see the wisps coming towards you, closing in. What's the move? I need you all to make dex checks again.
Bro, I'm just trying to get out of
Wine
this
Marrow,
bitch.
Kane, you guys are pushing. You are starting to see sort of what you would consider the edge of the Deadwood. You can smell this almost like very dank and murky smell coming from the north. You no longer have advantage on your dex saves, Narissa.
14.
Okay,
16.
13.
13. Okay. How's Wine Marrow doing? Jeez. Okay. Wine Marrow's making it, and he's kind of like getting ahead of you, and he just kind of like looks at you. You don't even see him look at you. He just says, "Don't stop."
Thanks.
Ersid, you quickly clamber up from the... Wait. Ersid, you got 11? 13?
11.
Well, the first one I got 11, the second one I got 16.
When I got 12, he got 11.
You got 12, you got 11. Okay, so just barely it was a 16. Okay, awesome.
Correct.
Yours was a 13?
No, 14.
14?
Mine was 13.
Yours was 13. Okay, understood. Narissa, you manage to kick the skeleton off. You are no longer at disadvantage on your deck saves as you push forward. However, the wisps will not stop hampering you. They're starting to get closer. You are going to take 3 attacks.
Uwasa. If there's anything you can do.
Let's see, she can slow down. I mean, with you carrying her, none of them hit. And she decides to send off 3 bolts in their direction. Okay, and 2 of them hit. 2 of them start to back off. You see them go invisible. Kane, you're rushing right behind Wine Marrow until you feel something tug on your jacket. You look down, and as soon as you realize what is happening, you hit the ground. You are stuck in a pile of bones, pulling you down like quicksand.
Ew.
Great.
I imagine Kane slowly getting pulled. Great.
All right. At this moment, I mean, what are you doing, Kane?
I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Pretty smart.
I'm gonna need a spell casting check.
Sure.
Burn.
What am I adding to it?
It's just your spell casting check, so charisma.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Getcha.
Mm-hmm. 21. Okay. Go ahead and as you cast Thunderwave, the brittle bones around you begin to break, almost disintegrating by the force as you thrust yourself back onto land. You find yourself crawling, making your way. I need you all to make dex checks again. Kane, you're on the ground. I'm gonna give you disadvantage. Okay.
I'm gonna drop Uwasa and just hold her by the wrist
Okay.
to keep her next to me, but I think now that we're kind of like out of part of the thick of it, we can sort of just run next to each other. Oh no.
Gonna use luck.
Okay.
Wow, yeah. I'm just gonna be unlucky.
Okay. Let's start with Ersa.
That's gonna be a natural 20 from me.
Well, why?
I'm the ASMR voice.
Okay, you're rushing. You finally scamper up off the ground. You are making your way. You're finally gaining on these wisps once again. Kane.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 for me.
Okay, you are pushing. You're finally catching up with Wine Marrow. He's making his way. You can see the edge of the Deadwood in front of you as the day that you have been spent. Like, you've spent this day running.
Yeah.
That's like basically all that's been happening, Narissa.
It's gonna be a fucking 7.
Oh no. Okay, let me roll for
That is
Uwasa.
not cool, Narissa.
Not cool.
Sorry.
And
These are the worst dex checks I've ever had.
Wassa, like, as you fall, you break grip with Wassa. She's rushing past you. She looks back and she sees you. She brandishes her hand crossbows and begins to shoot as these wisps make their way closer. Let's see if she makes any of these hits and can back some of them off. And they don't stop. They're closing in around you.
Can I try and back them off with a reaction?
Sure. I think that's fair. I think you can get one.
Can I shoot a couple Eldritch Blasts?
At disadvantage. This won't be a react. This will be your turn, so you're gonna run slower, but I won't make you make any dex saves.
Okay.
22.
Okay, that hits you finally. You manage to kind of push one of them back as 2 try to flank you from the side. You see these 2 blasts of Eldritch power fly above head.
13 on one.
These disadvantage rolls.
11 on the other.
Can you roll damage for both of those?
Fuck.
Trying to be helpful.
That's good. That's 15. Oh, wait. No, 5.
Okay.
And 7.
Okay, awesome. And they blast, pocketing themselves within nearby trees, and you see them form very large holes. These trees are teetering on the precipice of failing, but they stand strong. Great time to roll low.
Yeah.
Okay, Airsid, you're also getting closer to the edge of the Deadwood. I need you all to roll deck saves once more. Actually, you, Uwasa, Kane. So this will be the last one for all of you, that's for sure.
Oh, shit.
At the very least, there might be a couple of you that are stragglers, but this is the last full table roll of deck saves.
14.
Uh-oh. 12.
Airsid?
17.
Okay. Wine Marrow makes it out, and he's just kind of like rushing. He's keeping an eye out for you all. And you can, Kane, you smell freedom. You smell the swamp. You smell the Moor of dead men. And as gross as it is, you understand that you may make it out of the Deadwood. As you look, you see a lot of these wisps, their lights start blinking out. And in that moment, as you turn around, you trip yourself up. You see skeletons coming up from under the ground, zombies. Some of these bodies still have rotting flesh on them as they clamber almost up to your waist.
Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
The rest of you are making it, bouncing over trees, bodies, whatever they may be, making your way closer to the moor. Airsid, you are also exiting the Deadwood. You turn back and you see a lot of the lights beginning to dim as you have made your escape. I need Kane, Marissa, and Uwasa to make deck saves.
Finally.
22.
19.
Okay, awesome. You are free of any will-o-wisps coming after you. Uwasa grabs your hand and she's pulling you. You can see the edge of the Deadwood. Kane, you have finally released yourself from the grasp of these skeletons. I need one more from you all as you can all reach freedom.
Just the girlies out here. Okay.
21.
Nice.
15.
And you escape. You are out of the Deadwood, out of the darkness, and into the twilight as you find the evening flame of Dreamers slowly closing in on itself. The cogs begin to stop spinning, the flame begins to die out, and you can see in front of you lies simply what you can only describe as a large, mossy lake. You find under you ground that squelches and pushes out even more liquid with every step. And off in the distance, you think you see the tip of a tower. You are ever so closer to the Moor of dead men. And that's where we're going to call it for the night. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. If you guys like these Thursday streams, let us know. We might keep them after this little hullabaloo that has us playing on the weekdays. Thanks for hanging out. If you have time, feel free to go ahead. Did Mates of Fate raid us? Are they still playing?
We got raided at some point.
We got raided. Okay, well, Mates of Fate, check them out. Check their streams. They play Songs of Creation. Minds of Fandelver is ending this weekend, I believe. I don't know. I might have some insight on that, but we'll get you guys some information. And again, remember, if you're looking for dice, check out Dice Legion. Use our code VFTDPOD. Get 10% off and get yourself some new presents. Also, if you are hankering for any more entertainment, feel free to check out Beyond the Review. They do great podcasts if you like movies. I mean, we could go on and on with promotions and such, so we're going to save that for our Instagram and let you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Man, what a shit show.
Yeah.
That got bad fast.
That's
Yeah, it
just that's the way this game goes. It does get bad fast.
A whistle blow and